West Indies won the toss and chose to bat first. And after 6 overs, they are 32 without loss in the first one-day international against Sri Lanka in Sri Lanka. Hello everyone, welcome to the Caribbean number one cricket channel. I appreciate your company. I look forward to the interaction and I'm happy that you are here. Hatanese is facing Wellalech, who comes round the wicket. Ball to Hatanese is taken on the pad, and there is no run. The score remains at 32 without loss after 6.2 overs. The West Indies playing 11 is Brandon King, Alec Atanase, Welladge bowled to Atanase, who turned this into the onside through mid-wicket. They go through for a singer. The score will move up now to 33 without loss in over number 7. Atanase is on 9. King is on 13. There's been 11 extras so far in the West Indies innings. Welledge bowled to King, who's onto the front foot, reaching right out to that one and played it back down the onside of the pitch. The bowler fielding is followed through, and there is no run. Welledge round the wicket. One slip bowls to King, who's off the back foot, looking to face a player forcing shot. It got the bottom edge of the bat and trickled back down the onside of the pitch. The bowler field in his follow through, and there is no run. I really appreciate you being here. One delivery to come in over number 7. Welledge bowls to King. King drive down to long off for a singer, and that will take the West Indies score up to 34 without loss after 7 overs. Just coming on the front foot and just easing it past the bowler who dived but could not prevent it. And it goes down to long off for a singer. So after 7 overs, the West Indies are 34 without loss after winning the toss. Atanase is on 9 from 18 deliveries. King is on 14 from 24 deliveries. I really appreciate, as I said, your company. I look forward to the interaction. And please slash a like on the video, click on the subscribe button. And especially those of you who are lying in your bed, or you're probably at work, or you're not watching the match and tuning into the commentary. I appreciate your company. I'm glad that you are here. It's it being a one-day international match, then I will not be able to do the entire match. So probably do the first 2 hours, then come back for the last part of the match. That's bold. First delivery, King swung across the line from Asaranga, and King goes. So it's showing some real animation there, some real hunger there. There was some hunger in that celebration there from Asaranga. Bad shot from King. There was no need for that. This is a one-day international match. And he just swung across the line. Want to look at the replay. I really think that was irresponsible batting from King. Very irresponsible batting from King. This shot frightens me. It just frightens me to see him playing that shot at this stage in his innings. It definitely frightens me. And it was really a poor shot from Brandon King as he goes bold. So Atanase will come out to join. Atanase will be joined by Carty. So Carty will come out to join Atanase. SOS Music Labor, good morning. Thank you for being here. West Indies Sport Cricket. Thank you for being here, West Indies Sport Cricket. It's a pleasure having you here. I look forward to the interaction with you. It was a wonderful interaction on Friday in that match between the West Indies women and Sri Lankan women. Now it seemed like I'm a little hoarse or something, maybe the early morning gremlins. So it was definitely a poor shot by Brandon King. Look at it. First ball, he just swung, the head turned, he wasn't looking at it. He was just out bowled. Let's watch. Asaranga comes into Carty, and Carty played it back down the offside of the pitch, and there is no run. If Sherwin was listening, I'm sure Sherwin will be. Let's look at the head. Oh, we lost it. Asaranga bowls to Carty, who played this one down the onside, who field that mid-wicket field, and there is no run. So 34 for 1 after 7.3 overs. That dismissal from King really, it bowled to Carty, and he waits on the googly to turn into him, and he played it to the field at mid-wicket, and there is no run. That shot from King was shocking. It was so surprising. It really taken me aback. It was irresponsible from Brendan King. Asaranga bowls to Carty as the leg break turns across him and goes through to the keeper. There is no run. So Sri Lanka playing 4-5, but only one out-and-out fast bowler is in this Sri Lanka team. So the Asaranga bowls again to Carty, who clipped this one down behind square leg. The fielder comes off the boundary but cannot prevent the two. Good running between Atanase and Carty there at the end of over number 8. The score moves up to 36 for 1. 36 for 1. I'm sure Sherwin will. I hope Sherwin don't see that stroke, because Sherwin will definitely be happy. He will be happy when he wakes up and see that King made 14. But if he saw the shot, he will also be happy. For some reason or the other, it appears that Sherwin doesn't like when King makes runs. He doesn't want King in the team. And that's his right not to want King in the team, but well-edged bowl to Atanase, who strokes this through mid-wicket. They went fast for the first one, looking for the second, but it's not on. The fielder comes off the mid-wicket boundary and limited the batsman to 137 for 1 after 8.1 overs. I understand if someone doesn't want a particular player in the team, but what I don't understand is that when the player is playing, why you don't support him and you're a West Indies supporter. At that part I don't understand, because you can't. It's like you're saying that the West Indies should play with 10. Well-edged bowls to Carty off the back foot, strokes it to extra cover, and there is no run. It's like you're saying that the West Indies should play with 10 because you want one player to fail, but yet you still want the West Indies to win. I would never go that way. Swept, misses, taken on the pad, on the offside, the ball goes, and there is no run. 37 for 1. Well alleged in his third over, 2.3 overs, none for 6. So that's 2.3 overs, none for 6. Well alleged shot to Carty, pierced the gap. It's running away out towards the cover boundary. It gets there just about now. 4 runs. Good shot by Casey Carty, 41 for 1 after 8.4 overs. So that was shot outside the off stump, and Carty just cutting it away through the gap between cover and extra cover down to the boundary for 4. Good shot there by Carty. So 41 for 1, West Indies. And I was making a point that the Sri Lankan team is only one out-and-out fast bowler is in this team. So they are going to depend on spin a lot. Well alleged comes in, bowls to Carty, who drives on the bounce to the fielder at extra cover, and there is no run. The score remains at 41 for 1. So well alleged, 2.5 overs, none for 10. Round the wicket comes in, bowls to Carty, and the front foot strokes it to the fielder at cover, and there is no run. At the end of over number 9, West Indies winning the toss and batting are 41 for 1. So I think the West Indies playing 11. Good morning, Anthony Sunedge. I'm happy to have you here. It's a blessing, man. Blessings for a great day and possible a win. Yes, West Indies win. would be so happy. Yesterday, Manchester United won, and I was saying to my wife, I would have given up the Manchester United win for, although that would be very hard to do, but I would have given it up for the West Indies women qualifying for the final. I would definitely have given that. Thanks for your coverage, much appreciated. Thank you, Anthony Sunish. I appreciate that. Asaranga around the wicket to Atane stump. Wow. So he just charged down the pitch and was out stumped. Not in line with the delivery and was out stumped. And this again, West Indies batsmen just losing their head, just losing their patience. And this is so poor. This is a matter of head. Down the pitch, oh, poor by Athanaze. Poor by Athanaze. Let me go through this West Indies playing 11, because I don't think I've gone through it as yet. So the West Indies playing 11 is Brandon King, Alec Athanaze, Shai O, Sherfane Rutherford, Ruston Chase, Romario Shepherd, Gudakesh Moti, Aidan Walsh Jr., Alzari Joseph, and Jaden Seals. That's the West Indies playing 11. So I got 9 of those right. Evan Lewis, I had Evan Lewis in my team, but Sheffield Rutherford played instead. And I also have Matthew Ford and Alzari Joseph played instead. And many persons would say that Alzari Joseph was always going to play. So why did I have Matthew Ford? Well, then it's all opinions. It's all about opinion. I have no control over who West Indies select for the playing 11. So it was all about opinion. But the thing about it, I don't see another person with Aidan Walsh Jr. in their team. I was the only person of all the teams that I saw yesterday being selected and all the comments that were coming in. No other player, no other one of you, no other one of you had Aidan Walsh. You know, all you wonderful expert. I was the only one who have Aidan Walsh Jr. in the team. But that's nothing to, so I'm just saying that I don't think any of all the playing 11s that I've seen, I don't think any of us got it right. I just don't think so. 41 for 2. So Asaranga got a wicket with the first ball of his first over, and now we got another one with the first ball of his second over. So there's a slip, a backward point, and a cover, extra cover. Asaranga comes in, bowls to Shai Hope, who reaches right out and played it to mid-on, and there is no run. 41 for 2. Too poor wicket, too poor wicket. King just swung across the line, not looking at the ball, and then Athanaze just gave his wicket away. He just decided that I need to get out. Asaranga bowls to Hope. Hope plays this down to mid-on without scoring. The score remains at 41 for 2. So that's the score, 41 for 2. Asaranga bowls to Hope, who hit this high in the air. The fielder comes in and just dropping short of the fielder. And the score moves up now to 42 for 2. If we continue to bat like this, we won't be here for much long, and there's no talk about pitch or anything like that, because those 2 wickets that the West Indies have lost we just gave them away. Asaranga comes in, bowls to Carty, who just ease this down to mid-on and goes through for a quick single. The return came in at the wicket keeper's end, but the Shai Hope was safely home, and the score moves up now to 43 for 2. 1 delivery to come in Asaranga. Second over, 1.5 overs, 2 for 4 thus far. As he comes in now over the wicket, the slip goes down, bowl to open up the fence to extra cover, and there is no run. So 43 for 2. And I noticed something when King got out. It was a different celebration from Asaranga to when Athanaze got out. He celebrated Athanaze's wicket, of course, but When King got out, he celebrated it with some hunger, so very interesting there, very interesting. Not quite sure why that should be. Zulia is saying Dunn's cricket. Yes, man. I can't agree with you more. Both wickets were irresponsible. King swung across the line with his not looking at the ball. I'm not going to say his head was in the air, but he was clearly not looking at the ball all the way onto the bat. And then Atanes decided to chip when he was not in the line of the ball. Wellage bowls to Carty, who played this away. Nice looking shot down towards the cover boundary. The fielder has to move to his right. And by the time he does so, the West Indies gone through for 2. So 2 more to the West Indies total. Way back in the days, when I was being coached cricket, I was told, it's a replay. For a moment there, I thought that it was another wicket, but it's a replay. So I can give you the 6 fielders that I'm seeing. There's a short mid-wicket and a mid-on. Those are on the onside. As O play this down to long off. They're gone for 1. They're looking for 2 chubber. They got back. And so it's only 1 there. 46 for 2. So there's a slip. There's a backward point. There's a cover, an extra cover, a long off. There's a mid-on. And there is a mid-wicket. So it's fair to assume that there's a fine leg and probably a backward square leg, or probably just the backward square leg on the 45, and you have somebody on the backward point boundary. I'm just assuming those 2 because I'm not seeing those 2. Wellage. Well, there will be no one on the fine leg boundary, so it's more backward of square leg. Yes. So I think I know the field now. So there's a slip, a backward point, a cover, an extra cover comes in. Wellage round the wicket, bowls to Hope, who plays this away down to long off for a single. The score moves up now to 47 for 2. So let me try and give you the field quickly. So there's a slip, there's a backward point, there's a field on the cover boundary, there's also a cover, an extra cover, and a long off. Those are the 6 on the offside, and then there's a mid-on, a mid-wicket, and a backward square leg on the onside. Wellage bowls to Carty, to play this down to that fielder on the cover boundary for a single. So 1 more to the total. 48 now for 2. 1 to come in over number 11. Hope is on 2. Carty is on 11. 14 deliveries. Carty has faced so far. Wellage, none for 15 from his 3.5 overs. He's round the wicket, bowls to Hope, who plays a forcing shot off the inner portion of the bat back to the bowler, and there is no run. At the end of over number 11, West Indies winning the toss and batting are 48 for 2, with both Brandon King and Alec Athanaze throwing their wicket away. Brandon King swung across the line of 1, not looking at the delivery all the way, and was out bowled. And Athanaze chipped down the pitch with a ball that was outside the line of the off stump. The ball was outside the line of the off stump, and Athanaze chose to chip and was out bowled. And I was making the point to Zulia, who was saying Dunn's cricket, that one of the first things you learn in cricket as a batsman, you don't chip unless you're in line with the ball. This is going to be a very important delivery. Well, he just played it away down to long off. Happy for Carty. He just eased it away down to long off because, and why I said that was going to be a very important delivery is that on the 2 previous occasions, Asaranga first delivery got wicket. And so I didn't want it to happen for 3 consecutive overs. Asaranga into Hope drives down to long off for another single. Just tick it over. It's one day international cricket. Tick it over. You need to bat very deep. So 50, that brings up the West Indies 50. And there's a shot by Brandon King. And look at Atanase chipping with the ball outside his off stump. That is so basic cricket. King not looking at the ball, and Atanase just chipping with a ball flight up outside the off stump. It's basic, you know. You learn that. That's one of the first thing you learn in cricket. Bowls to Carty, and Carty played this down the offside of the pitch. The bowler dived across and stopped it. Carty looking at Singer, the fielder from extra cover, charging and sends the return into the keeper. And there is no run. I wonder. It left so much to be desired. As Saranga bowls to Carty, who places the short mid-wicket, and there is no run. 50 for 2 after 11.5 overs. Greetings to you, Levi. Good morning to you, man. Respect. Asaranga bowls to Carty, who plays a lovely shot down to the long off fielder who misfield, but still the batsman just could not go back for the second as the misfield just dropped in front of him. So good morning to you, Levi. It's a pleasure having you here. Mikel Lucas said, I don't know why West Indies players only choose to chip down the pitch to play attacking shots. They could also chip down the pitch and knock it in the gap rather than play a wild-looking shot. Yeah, that is so true, and I appreciate your observation. But what was even more striking to me, Mikel, is the fact that Alec Atanase chose to chip to a ball that was outside his off stump. And one of the basic principles of chipping is that you are in line with the ball. So if you don't reach the pitch, you can block it. And even if it misses your bat, it will hit your body. I know that modern batsmen are much braver than batsmen in my time, but it's the first time I've ever seen a batsman chip to a ball that was already outside his off stump, and he didn't move towards the ball. Like when I said move towards the ball, he didn't go across to make sure that he's in line with the ball. I know I've not seen everything, but it's the first. And Brandon King dismissal was equally terrible, you know. But what I'm saying is that I cannot understand the logics of a batsman chipping to a delivery that was already outside his off stump, driven into the offside, and there is no run. If it was a pace bowler bowling and you're using your feet to get to the pitch of the ball because the keeper is standing back, I would understand that. But a spinner, as that one turn across, Shai up, and it plays out into the offside, and there's no run. So the new bowler is Van der Sey. Van der Sey, right arm leg spinner. As I told you, Sri Lanka only playing one out and out fast bowler. I don't see another Van der Sey bowls to open, the front foot open the face of the bat and guide it down to what you call probably is it a gully, a deep gully, a short third man, backward point in that region behind the bat. Let's call it backward point because it's behind the bat on the offside. Bowls to Hope, and Hope reaches out again. Guided past the first slip. The man at gully gave chase, slid, stopped it, and they will come back for 2 as that ball run away down towards third man. 54 for 2 now after 12.5 overs. Shai Hope is on 5. And Stephen Roach is saying that the batsman, as Van der Sey comes in, bowls to Hope forward, inside edge onto the pad. The Sri Lankans believe that it hit the pad first, but I clearly think that it was an inside edge onto the pad. I think they are saying pad bat, but to me it was an inside edge onto the bat. They're going to have a look. I think it was inside edge onto the pad. Let's see. I may be wrong. I'm only looking at it first time. These batsmen are no good. They are playing too. Um, is it too? Stephen Prescott is saying that they are playing too much, too many dot balls. So Stephen Prescott is saying that they are playing too many dot balls. Garland Tupper said, "Good morning, sir. What time the match starts? It starts 4 a.m. in Jamaica, 5 a.m. in the Eastern Caribbean. It looks to be pad first, it was pad first though. Clearly pad first. This looks very, very close, I think Shai Hope is in trouble here. West Indies might lose the third wicket here. He's going to be out though. Let's watch. Yes, he's out. Shai Hope is out. Wow. And 54 for 3, West Indies, Shai Hope gone. And this is his, wow. I originally, and there's no need for Sanat Jarasura to be behaving like that, absolutely no need for him to be behaving like that, because even I thought that originally it was bad pad, and it's unfortunate that Jarasura is behaving like that and really going at the umpire. And I don't think there's any need for him to go at the umpire. When he used to make a lot of mistakes when he was a batsman too. If he wasn't used to make mistakes, he would not have been given out. What I originally I really thought that it was bad pad, because looking at it front way, I could not in my wildest imagination believe that Shai Hope bat was so far behind the pad. And that was one of the reasons why I thought that it was bad pad, because I thought that the bat was out in front of the pad. But when you're looking on it for front way, you can't really judge the angles because you're looking at it from front way. It's like you ever watching a race and when they're showing you the runners from front way, especially a long distance race, it looks like the second person is right behind the leader. But when they show you the camera angle from a different angle, you realize that the person that the leader is probably way out in front, and it doesn't look as close as when they show you the front angle. So that's what happened to me there. I definitely thought that the bat was in front of the pad. As that's the end of the over. Yes, so clearly you just see the pad was way out in front of the bat. Oh. Asaranga bowls to Carty, who played this down the offside of the pitch. The bowler topped it with his foot to the field at cover, and there is no run. 54 for 3. 54 for 3. As Carty plays this away through the gap in the offside, goes down to the field on the cover boundary, and there is a single. 56 now for 3. The thing about it, Casey Carty was our leading. The last time West Indies played one-day international cricket, Casey Carty was our leading batsman. So hopefully he will continue that rich vein of form. Hope has been struggling in ODI cricket of late, Good morning to you, Donald Popo. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. And yes, I really hope that it will be a good outcome for the West Indies, but it's not a good start. These two need to put a good looking score together. Round the wicket come Asaranga bowls to Rutherford, who tapped this down back the offside of the pitch to the bowler, and there is no run. Stephen Prescott is saying, I love seeing West Indies batsmen playing aggressive cricket. Thank you for your opinion, Stephen Prescott. Me too, but I love to see it being done sensible. As Shepherd plays that out into the offside. And I would probably substitute the word aggressive for positive cricket. I love to see West Indies batting, playing West Indies batsmen playing positive cricket. Asaranga bowls to Rutherford, who defends down the offside of the pitch, and there is no run. The score is 55 for 3 after 14 overs. Carlton Heyman is saying, "Morning Cricket Forum, what's wrong with these batter?" Boy, I don't know. I don't know. You see, and West Indies could be 55 for 3, and you have to appreciate it. There's nothing to complain about. But when you're 55 for 3, on all 3 dismissals were just a breakdown of techniques. It's hard. It's hard. It's very hard, and very, very hard. Just a breakdown of technique, because it's a breakdown of techniques that led to the wrong stroke. And all 3 dismissals were just clearly a breakdown of batting techniques, and you wonder, you wonder. Let's watch Van der Sar bowls to Rutherford, who just tapped this into the onside, and there is no run. The score is 56 for 3. And I would have said a lot about the dismissal of Brandon King and Alec Athanaze. But how can you playing with the bat so far behind your pad? And why is it that you are leading with your foot instead of your head? That's the googly from Van der Sar as it turns across Rutherford through to the keeper, and there is no run. You have to lead with your head, and then your body and everything will follow, and then the bat will automatically be in front of the pad. Rutherford tapped this into the offside to the man at cover, and there is no run. So that's Van der Sar bowling over the wicket. Van der Sar 1 for 4 from his 1.4 overs. West Indies 56 for 3 after 14.4 overs. Rutherford yet to score. He's forward again, and he just blocked this out into the offside. And this is what persons are saying about West Indies batsmen. It's like it's block or hit, block or hit. Because some of those deliveries, I really think that we could be rotating the strike. Slip and leg slip, edge, drop that slip. Let's see what happened. 56 for 3 at the end of over number 15. So that was the Googs turning across Rutherford, and he edged it and dropped that slip. Probably it didn't carry it, but he remains a naught from 8 deliveries. I'm coming to your comment, but I was just making a point. Let's watch the replay. On the front foot, it wasn't the Googs, bunks well short of the first slip. The point, and Purser's always talking about West Indies batsman doesn't rotate strikes. And we are seeing it here. And again, you could be not from 8 deliveries, You could be not from 8 deliveries. But there's no intent on Rutherford to try and just ease the ball in the gap. It's just like, I'm blocking. You could be trying to pierce the gap and not piercing it. And when I'm saying pierce the gap, let's not say pierce, because, let's say try to guide the ball in the gap. Asalanga comes into the attack, and Carty plays this to the man coming across from mid-wicket, and there is no run. 56 for 3 after 15.1 overs. Let's watch Asalanga. He's round the wicket, over the wicket, bowls to Carty, and off the back foot, who cuts it away through the covers. It going out towards the cover boundary. The fielder, the sweep on the boundary came across top. Will they go back for 3? I think they should have tried. I don't think that they run hard enough. I never saw the running, but I think that the amount of work that the cover fielder has to do, they should have gotten 3. 58 for 3. So Carty here once again just playing a good little innings here as Asalanga comes in now, bowls to Carty, and Carty is forward, and there is no run. The score moves up. The score stays at 58 for 3. And Asaranga is stopping in his bowling stride, which I don't know why that is allowed, because I remember when first Andre Russell used to do it. Andre Russell was the first person I saw done it back in about 2010, 2011 thereabout in a one-day international match, and he was one not to do it because he was running in and then he slowed down and then speed up, giving the impression that he was not going to continue to bowl, and he was stopped. So why is Asalanga now being allowed to practically stop? Look, there he is. You saw it? Short, and Casey Carty cannot beat mid-wicket, and there is no run. 60 for 3 after 60 for 3. After 15.5 overs. So 1 to come in this over. Asalanga bowled short to Carty, who cut this to the fielder at the edge of the circle at mid-off, and there is no run. So after 16 overs, West Indies winning the toss and choose to bat are 60 for 3. It was the right decision to bat first, because you can see that Sri Lanka loaded their attack with spinners. Only one pace bowler they are playing, and this light start to give trouble again. I know probably in the dark, the lights soon come back on. It's always give trouble whenever I start. I need a new set of lights. I'm probably going to order a new set of lights. They won't get here by the end. Hopefully they will get here for the start of the England series. Good morning, everyone. Patrick Lambert is saying, maybe Athanaze is getting too much support. Off the back foot goes Rutherford and plays this away down to the field and the cover boundary, and he's off the mark. West Indies 61 for 3 after 16.1 overs. Rutherford is 1 from 9. Carty is 20 from 30. So Carty seconds now, as he faces up to Van der Sey, and he plays this away in the air past the diving fielder at extra cover. They're gone for 1. They'll second 1. The score moves up now to 62 for 3. So that was in the air, and the field at extra cover dive, but did he get a hand to it? No, it didn't. It never passed him in the air. It bounced as it passed him. Van der Sey bowls to Rutherford, who turned that to the field at mid-wicket, and there is no run. The score remains at 62 for 3. So good morning, everyone. Maybe Athanaze is getting too much support. Cut away by Rutherford down to third man. He's going to run very close to the boundary. It got there now, 4 runs. So that was outside the off stump, and Rutherford cut it away down to third man for 4, 66 for 3 after 16.4 overs. Good morning, everyone. Maybe Athanaze is getting too much support. He is digging his own hole, which might bring his downfall. So those are the views expressed by Patrick Lambert. Van der Sey bowls to Rutherford, turned this into the onside, looking for a single. Luckily, the fielder misfield. There was no run there, and he was well down the pitch, but the fielder came across that stick Shana, and he misfield, and the Rutherford allowed to get back in his crease. So there was no run there. It was a long way down, a long way down. And he didn't turn right away because he was still thinking that probably the single was on. This one driven to the edge of the circle. The return came in, hit the stump, but the batsman was safely home. It was safely home. He was well home. I don't think that they're going to check it, but he was well home. You know. Yes, Patrick Lambert, I can't understand what Athanaze did. He was well home. When he reaches, the ball wasn't even in the pictures yet. He was well home. I cannot understand the stroke that Athanaze played. I can't. So at the end of over number 17, West Indies 67 for 3 after winning the toss and batting 67 for 3. So not a good position for the West Indies to be in at this time, as Alec Catanese, Brandon King, and Shai, the West Indies prolific one-day captain, is probably one of the best one-day batsmen going around these days. So he has been very prolific, although in recent times he has not been scoring as heavily as he usually does. For the last time that he got a half century was 2023. In December 2023 was the last time that Shai got a half century in one-day international cricket. Since that half century, yes, it was against England in Antigua. I think it was against England at the Sir Viv Richard Oval, North Sound. Was it North Sound? I think so. I think it was against England at North Sound. And the previous match, he got a century. I think he made 100 and he made a century in the previous match, and then he made 68. But in his last 5 innings, he have not passed. I think his highest score since then has been 15. So, in his last 5 innings, I think in that same series against England, when he made 15 at Barbados. Am I right? Am I right, Michael Douglas? I think he made 15 at Barbados. After the century and the half century against England in Antigua, he came to Barbados and he made 15. And then he failed in all 3 matches in Australia, and he failed again. So for his last 5 innings, he has not passed 15. But nonetheless, he has a lot of credit in the bank. A lot of credit. Shai definitely has a lot of credit in the bank as the West Indies ODI captain. He would have done he'd have done a lot. 67 for 3 after 17 overs. Thank you very much, Mrs. Brown. I appreciate it. Thank you. Stephen Pascal is saying if Chris Gale was batting, the score would be double already. Okay, thank you very much, Stephen Pascal. But the thing about it, Stephen Pascal, is that I always want to stay with the reality. But I got the point that you're making. They need to soak some ball up, knock it around. Yes, Carlton, they need, yes. And in soaking some ball up, we're not here saying block. We're saying, as Carlton said, knock it around. From what I'm seeing right now, this look like a three love whitewash. That's what Stephen Prescott is saying. As the cricket continues and Rutherford edged this down to short third man and they go through for a single, 68 for 3. Stephen Prescott, that will be 2 consecutive whitewash. And the thing about it, that West Indies have not won an ODI series since Darren Sammy took over as coach. We have not won any. Well, we beat one of the associate member teams. I don't remember which one that, but you would expect us to beat them. One of them from Asia. What is Oman? Is not Oman. Qatar. We did beat one of the associate members team leading up to the World Cup qualifications last year. And that's one was turned away into the onside by Carty for an easy single. The score moves up to 69 for 3 after 17.3 overs. Patrick Lambert is saying Carty might revive the innings for us with a big half century. Well, let's hope so. Let's hope that he goes on to 100. Asalanga. So you have Asaranga and you have Lanka. So they're just looking at the pitch. It's very dry. As Asalanga bowls to Rutherford and that peels off the outer portion of the bat, diving effort by the man. At first slip, it goes down to short third man, and there is no run. So Rutherford is 7 from 16. As Asalanka, who is different from Asalanga. So it's Asalanga who is bowling. As that one came back into Rutherford and he played it out to backward point for no run. After 18 overs, West Indies 69 for 3. So Patrick Lambert, I really hope that he makes 100 and probably a big 100 too. You know, I really do. Kirkham is saying, good morning, Mr. Carlton. The West Indies team cannot play spin bowling to save their life. But Alec Place needs to be questioned now, and Mayers and Charles, even a slimmer Cornwall, could make a comeback. But you know what I'm going to say, Kirkham, that Myers, Charles, and Cornwall are not in Sri Lanka. You know I was going to say that, so I'm not going to discuss those three. But what I would say is that definitely Alec Atanay's place is going to come on as some scrutiny. Definitely, and the manner of his dismissal today really left a lot to be desired. So his place is definitely going to come under scrutiny. As Van der Sar bowls to Carty, who played this away down to the field and the cover boundary for another single. The score moves up now to 70 for 3 in over number 19. Yes, his place is definitely going to come under scrutiny. He's averaging less than 30 in one-day international, 28.80. And that he has played 10 matches so far, and that average would have gone down because in his 11th match, as that delivery came in sharply, the leg break spinning into Rutherford, he goes back on the back foot and stroke it down to the field and the cover boundary for a single. He moves up to 8. The score is 71 for 3. Yes, so he has 2 half centuries in his 11 matches. But then again, played down to long off for a single. And the score is 72 now for 3. So 2 half centuries in 11 matches. That's not bad enough. What now will going to come into question is that what he does between those 2 half centuries. Is he getting scores in single figures, less than 20 score, or is he getting some 40? It away over the top by Shai and Rutherford for 6. So that was tossed up by Van der Sar and Shai and Rutherford into the drive, and it hit over extra cover for a lovely 6. So that's the first 6 of the West Indies innings. As some damage. For a moment there, I thought that the young man injured his hand, but I just think that it was just. I don't think any damage done to him. I think it's just byplay as that play down back the offside of the pitch. So Rutherford is on 14 from 20, Carty is on 24 from 36. West Indies 78 for 3 after 19 overs. 78 for 3 West Indies after 19 overs. Rutherford is on 14. I'm coming to your comments very shortly. So I was making the point that 2 half century on the face of it is not bad, but is what you do between then, and you need some 40s if you're not going to make that one outside the half stump, Carty giving himself room beaten, and it goes through to the keeper. So West Indies, these two looking to build on the partnership. Next to ODI, Alec out, Andrew in. Let's try the youngster because Alec right now is saying nothing. No, and Andrew is not ahead of Evan, and I don't bold. Rutherford giving himself room and is. Oh, sorry. I thought. Oh, why they doing this, man? It was from the. Sorry about that. My apology. It's 79 for 3. It was they were showing some replay from the T20 series. Asalanga bowls to Rutherford, who played this away down to the cover boundary. The fielder has to move to his right and dive to save it from going into the boundary, and Rutherford gone up now to 16. The score is 81 for 3. I apologize for that. It was a replay. So Kirkham, no, I don't think Joel Andrew is going to get into the team right now. I don't think so. Round the wicket, bowls to Rutherford, who is forward, and he defends back down the pitch, and there is no run. Philip Kane, good morning, man. How you doing? Good to see you. Good morning to you too. Nice seeing you doing a good job as usual. Just my opinion. Our batsmen seem uneasy when it comes to spin. Round the wicket is Asalanga. Rutherford defends out into the offside, and there is no run. And showing the world we can't play spin. Yes, Philip Kane, that is something that we have discussed. We have been discussing for a long, long time. And you're right. We look very, very uneasy against spin. Asalanga round the wicket, bowls to Rutherford that as the half break turns across the left-hander through to the keeper, and there is no run. At the end of over number 20, West Indies going at 4.05 or 81 for 3. Michael Douglas saying that the commentators were highlighting Rutherford. Yeah, but that's how I was. Yes, that's the point I was making too. 240 gives us a chance. 240. Well, runs on the board. Carlton Amon is runs on the board, So I take your point. Kirk Community is saying, Mr. Carlton, I feel Charles have been well. Kirkham, I'm not going to discuss any player who is not in the 15 at this stage, Kirkham. I appreciate your comment. I appreciate you expressing your views, and I always glad to have you here. And I look forward to the interaction with you. Van der Sey bowls to Carty, who reaches out to that one and drives it all along the ground down to the extra cover boundary for the field to the fielder, and they go through for a single, 82 for 3 after 20.2 overs. So Kirkham, while I look forward to your interaction, I'm not going to discuss any player that is not a part of the 50. That's my position. Yeah. Oh, thank you for that correct. Thank you for that information. Thank you, Michael Douglas. I have no issues with you correcting me yet, dear. Yes, we did beat England. We did beat England 2-1. That same series which Shai made it 100. Was it 109 not out in one match and then made a 68 in the next match? We did won that series 2-1. Yes. So thank you, Michael Douglas. I appreciate you. It was the UAE. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Before the World Cup. Thank you. I appreciate that, Michael Douglas. I never remember that. It's funny how the mind works. That Hope score a century against England. That was the last time in December 2023. But and you don't remember that West Indies won the series. It's funny how the mind work. Played away down to the cover boundary for a single. So it's 83 for 3 after 20.4 overs. Funny how it works. Van der Sey bowls to Carty plays this out to cover and there is no run. So is it his fifth over? For a moment, I thought that Van der Sar was probably in his seventh or eighth over, and I don't know why I thought that this was only his fifth over. Van der Sar bowls to Carty, stroke it to the field, that extra cover, and there is no run. He kept it all along the ground, which was good, but I would like to see a more relaxed hand. 83 for 3 at the end of 21 over. So Novia Dunkley, yes, thank you very much. That's why I appreciate this community. You ever hear the saying that the audience is always more intelligent than the individual, and that is exactly what this community is. We as a community, no one is going to know everything, but as a community, our knowledge base is so very wide. So thank you, Mikel, and thank you, Sonovia. I appreciate it. Is Asalanka to continue? None for 9 from his 3 overs. Round the wicket, bowls to the left-handed Rutherford, who defends down the offside of the pitch, and there is no run. Carlton, can you please tell me why there isn't one batter who can make the bat talk to seal his pick on the team? Well, Shai Hope, excluding Shai Hope, forward and played it out into the offside. Again, there is no run. That's a good question, but apart from Shai Hope, Shai Hope is really a world class. He has failed in his last 5 one-day international innings, but he is world class. After back foot, forces it away, down towards the cover boundary, straight to the field, and they go through for a single. I want to, what I call, what's the term? What's the saying? A fly in the ointment or something like that. I want to put something forward at the end of this over. Carty, Seckers, 84 for 3. Asalanka, round the wicket, bowls to Carty, cuts it to the field at extra cover, and there is no run. The score remains at 84 for 3 after 21.4 overs. Notice my peeps when our spinners round the wicket come. Asalanka bowls to Carty, turn this away, down back with a square leg for an easy single. It's 85 for 3 now after 21.5 overs. Notice my peeps, when our spinners is bowling, we cannot tie down the other team. Is the other team spinners better? Generally speaking, they are, but let's watch. Asalanka bowls to Rutherford, who bottom edge this into the pitch out to extra cover, and there is no run as he looked to cut it away at the end of over number 22. 85 for 3. Rutherford at 18, Carty's and 27. So Kirkhamudwe, the ranking suggests that the T20 ranking suggests that our spinners are very, very good. However, I think that the opposition batsmen, they are better at batting spins than our batsmen, and that's why it shows up that way. True set you free. Good morning. Glad to have you here. I'm Sherwin is asking, what's the West Indies playing 11? Good that you have woken up, Sherwin. I was talking about you earlier. That whipped away by Carty down to mid-wicket. They go through for a singer. The score moves up to 86 for 3. So that's the West Indies playing 11 on the screen there, Sherwin. And I was talking to you about you earlier, that you would be very happy when you wake up and see that Brandon King have been gone for 14. And it was out bowled. And that one turned away by Rutherford to the field at mid-wicket. And there is no run. So I know you're very happy, Sherwin. I know you're very happy this morning. Yes, Brandon. I can never understand you, Brandon King. Sherwin, but it's what it is. Van der Sar bowls to Rutherford, who plays it down the offside of the pitch to the bowler, and there is no run. Coretta Singh, good morning to you, my dear. Always love to have the females in the community always. And that was down the leg side, and Rutherford just padded it away down towards fine leg. Work for the fielder. They gone for one, and he stopped it. They should come back for three. Definitely should come back for three. Let's see what happened. They still don't show us yet. They're showing the bowler clapping and don't showing how many the West Indies run. I still don't know, as that one was padded away down to fine leg. Bottom edge it. He got it fined, and they're still not telling you. So I assume that they went for three, but I still cannot tell you how many they got. It's 89 for three. So yes, they got three. Carty's on strike. Two to come in over number 23. Carty drive this down to the field and the cover boundary for a single. 90 for three now after 22.5 overs. Happy Sunday to you too, Coretta, and everyone listening. Thank you, Coretta. Happy Sunday to you too. Over the wickets come Van der Sey, bowls to the left-handed Rutherford, who eased this away down to backward point. The fielder from first slip gave chase, and they got a single. At the end of over number 23, West Indies 91 for three. Carty is on 29, Rutherford is on 22. Okay, so Patrick Lambert replying to Kurt, and Kurt answering. Lou Prudent, welcome and good morning to you too. Good morning to everyone. He's saying it will be interesting. It will be an interesting series also. Yes. Sherwin is asking, is Aiden Walsh and Romario Shepherd in the playing 11? I hope not. Why do Sherwin? You're a mystery. You are a mystery. Sherwin, do you know that the last ODI series West Indies played was against, are those the groundsmen walking around? The last series that West Indies played, won the International Series, was against Australia earlier this year. And Romario Shepherd was our only bowler that goes, well, did Chase go below 6? I don't. Let's say Romario Shepherd was the only seam bowler, pace bowler that went below 6 runs per over. He was going at 5.33. So I don't know why you wouldn't want him to play. As Lanka bowls to Rutherford, who strokes this down to long on for a single. The score moves up to 92 for three. So why you wouldn't want our best pace bowler from the last ODI series to play? I don't know. I will never understand your reason, Sherwin. So probably best leave it alone. Asalanga round the wicket, bowls to Carty, and he hit it on the bounce to the field as extra cover. He's a bit annoyed with himself, but he has to put that out of his mind. He has to put that out of his mind. Round the wicket, bowls to Carty, who played this to the field at short mid-wicket, and there is no run. Philip Kane is saying, this is when I really miss Brian Lara playing spin. Question to you. You think the batting coach doing a good job with our batsmen, especially the young guys? No, they need to get back Carl Hooper. I won't even explain. I won't even elaborate on that because I don't want to be, because I am so convinced that Carl Hooper is the best batting coach I have seen coach a West Indies team, bar none. Round the wicket come Asalanga, bowls to Rutherford, and he played this off the edge down to short third man. I think our present batting coach, is it Jimmy Adams? I think it is Jimmy Adams, but I don't think he's doing a good job. We need to get back Carl Hooper. Whatsoever the reason was, we need to get back him. Bowls to Rutherford, who plays this out into the offside, and there is no run. The score is 93 for 3 after 24 overs. We definitely need to get back Carl Hooper to be the batting coach. I would also have Carl Hooper as the head coach for the women team, the senior women team. Yes, I would have Carl Hooper as the head coach for the senior women team. And Darren Sammy, when he's available, as a mentor for the women team. Yes, when the senior men team is not playing in a white ball series or not in a camp preparing for a series, I would have Darren Sammy as a mentor for the women's senior team, and I'd have Carl Hooper as a head coach for the women's senior team, and I'd have Carl Hooper as a batting coach for the men's senior team. That's how I would have done it, honestly. Good morning, Mr. Casanova. Just waking up. Yes. Okay. Whoa. Sharon is saying, well, you still doesn't. Sherwin is saying, you still don't spell it right, Sherwin. But I knew I did said Shepherd. I did said Shepherd. I knew Sherwin. I'm remembering a Sherwin. This is a community, and we understand the situation, so it's okay, man. The only time when I give trouble for a typo is when the person is coming at me. Then I give trouble for typo. But you're not coming at me, so I know it was Shepherd, but you still spell it wrong again. But that's okay. I know that I know the challenges, the vision, the visual challenges that you have. Cut away by Carty, can't beat backward point. There is no run. 93 for 3 after 20.4 overs. Michael Douglas, what did you have him in your playing 11? Michael Douglas bowls off the back foot, stroke it to extra cover. I can't recall if you had Aiden Walsh in your playing 11, but let me read your comment after this delivery. 93 for 3 as Weller-Hedge comes in, bowls to Carty, who stroke it down to the cover boundary for a single. 94 now for 3 after 25 overs. Rutherford is on 23. Carty is on 31. Aiden Walsh was always going to play today's match. Why would Sammy pick a leg spinner in the squad, then bench him when you know we are going to play on a spinning pitch? We need to support the bowler. Sherwin think that Matthew Ford must replace Shepherd. Well, you are entitled to your opinion. I don't know how many persons would agree with you, but you're entitled to your opinion. I don't see that. What are the logics? All right, let's see. Asalanga bowls to Cartu, tuck this away to short mid-wicket, diving stop by the fielder, and there is no run. All right, so Sherwin, here you're saying that you're saying that Matthew Ford must replace Shepherd. That's what you're here saying. Matthew Ford must replace Shepherd. Why? Anybody can say anything now. Give us your reason. As Katie Carty bust the sky and gone all the way for 6. For a moment there, I thought he was in trouble. As the right hand came off the bat, I thought he was in trouble. But he has enough power. He played a number of those shots in the CPL. You know, this young man is strong, you know. He has a very strong core. Absolutely strong core. He looks slim. He doesn't look it, but he's strong. Because when he played those shots in the CPL, I was saying that the West Indian grounds are small. And he hit this again in the air, same shot. This time, does he has it again? No, caught. So there was Asarang guy saying that Casey Carty is chatting too much. 100 for 4 after 25.3 overs. And again, you would say, after hitting that one for 6, and you mistimed the drive, clearly mistimed the drive, mistimed the ball that went for 6 in the previous delivery. It was a miss hit, but because of your strong core, you got it over the boundary. And then the very next delivery, you went for the same shot again. Why? You got a 6. The team is in trouble. You and Rutherford building a nice little partnership. Hit the ball along the ground, man. And this is one of the things that frustrate persons with Casey Carty. You know? It really frustrates his fans a lot and frustrate West Indies supporters. He's looking very good, no doubt about it. Looking very good, looking very comfortable at the crease. And all of a sudden, He just gave it away. And that's why his average is what it is. It's not that he can't bat, but he just gave it away. And if Carty was making some big score like 150, 160, 200, and then him come and him give it away in some matches for 33 and 34, so it would not bad enough because his average would have been high. But it just seemed like he's comfortable making 25 and 30 and 40. He's comfortable making that. He's not prepared to do the hard work to make the big score. That's what is coming across. He's not prepared to put in the hard work to make the big runs. As the googly came back and threw bat and pad and beat Chase as he pushes forward. And Asaranga, is Asalanka that got the wicket. But Asaranga was really, giving it to Carty and say that you're chatting too much. You were chatting too much. And probably less chatting and more concentration is probably what Carty needs to do. He was looking so good. And then, just as I was praising him about his strength and his core, the very next delivery, he bust the sky and was out caught. Poor shot. Absolutely poor shot by Carty. Absolutely. And he has been doing it so often. It's frustrating, man. Beaten outside the off stump, chases at sea, probably losing his balance. So Asalanka, 1 for 9 from 6 overs. Chase yet to get off the mark after 3 deliveries. Rutherford is on 23 from 37. West Indies 100 for 4. He does it so often. So Sherwin, please tell us. Just don't tell us about the name. You should check the recent performance. I'm also sticking with Shamar Joseph and Nat Walsh Jr. Well, both of them in the team, Sherwin. Kirkamute, please let us discuss the players who are in Sri Lanka. Yes, he's gone now. Ray Phillips forward comes Rutherford to well alleged, and there is no run. So that first shot, I was talking about the strength of his score, and then the second one now, just drive the ball down to long off the man. He lost his shape also. Look at that. All right. That was the first one. Look at the second one now. Oh, that was the second one. I hope they show it back again. Because that one was played away. Look at it now. He either just need to drive it down to long off. Rutherford turned this into the inside for a comfortable single. And the score moves up to 101 for 4. He either need to drive it down to long off, because he did lose his shape, or give himself a little room and hit it over the offside, inside out. And he's a strong boy. He's a very strong boy, as we have seen in the recent past. Well alleged bowls to Chase. The left arm orthodox spinner just spinning it across Chase as he poked forward. Chase need to relax. I don't think that Chase is balanced at the crease right now. He just need to balance at the crease and allow the ball to come to him and stop pushing at it. And well alleged comes in now, bowls to Chase after back foot and play this away through the covers. Good stop, no run. The score remains at 101 for 4 after 27 overs. For me, I don't know, but if I am a coach, I'm sending out a message to Chase. And I'm saying, Chase, you have to do your own thing, but I think that you are pushing at the ball and you need to wait on the ball to come to you. I don't think anything wrong with the coach saying that, in the middle of a game. I know these guys' ego are up there, but I am going to send out that message. I am the coach. My job on the line. A player might get dropped, but a coach get fired. And my job is on the line. That played away down to the field and the cover boundary, 102 for 4. So there's it. Just give himself room and hit it over the offside for 4. Or just played it down to long on. There's a Saranga. So did a Saranga and Carty let the talking get to him, man, and he was chatting back instead of concentrating. Chase deep in his crease, played it down to mid-wicket boundary for a single. 103 for 4. Wow. Concentrate. Ray Phillips is saying that Hope should be open in the batting since he has excelled in that position. As Lanka bowls to Rutherford, who clipped this to mid-wicket, and there is no run. The score remains at 103 for 4 after 27.3 overs. The West Indies run rate is below 4, Asalanga comes in now, bowls to Shepherd, and Shepherd is forward again and just played it. This is, listen to me. I don't want Shepherd to get out, but this is, there must be a middle ground, man. It can't be either hitting or blocking. Forward, plays it out into the offside, into the gap. Look how that easy. And they go through for a single, 104 for 4. Look how that easy. There are so many balls that Rutherford just blocking. I don't understand. Asalanka bowls to Chase, turn it through mid-wicket for another single. They 105 for 4 at the end of over number 28. And Ray Phillips, it's really down to Darren Sammy, because Shai have made it clear that he doesn't want to open. So when is it now that the coach stepped in and said, you are the captain and a boss, and I respect you, and I know that this is your wish, and I really want to grant you your wish. But looking at the numbers, Shai, you have to go back to the top of the order. When is it that? So I really think it is down to the coach. Well-alleged continues to Chase, who comes onto the front foot and strokes this to extra cover, and there is no run. So much better from Chase there. So, but he has said that he doesn't want to open. He's batting at number 4, forward, and strokes it into the offside. Cannot beat the man at cover, and they go through for a single. Nonetheless, as the fielder has to dive to his right. So, you could see their Chase just trying to play the ball in the gap and gets the single. So I'm saying to Rutherford here now, it doesn't mean that you have to smash the cover of the ball. You can play the ball into the gaps and run hard. Does he has the fitness to do it though? Well-edged bowls to Rutherford, he blocks it again to mid-on. Short mid-wicket, and there is no run. But that was a good delivery though, and I don't think that he could have done anything else with that. He has to be really at depth. Bowls to Rutherford, but that should have, yes, well played. Down to long on for a single. They go through now to 107 for 4. And there's a lot of easy single there. There's only 4 fielder in the circle. And you mean that you're just blocking the ball, blocking it? Play the ball in the gap, man, and run. And you still get 6 runs and over. Chase off the back foot, force it to long on for a single. It seems like the message have gone out. Let's hope so. 3 singles from 5 deliveries in this over. So we need at least 2 off this last delivery. Rutherford to face up to well-alleged. In his final delivery of his 7th over, and he blocked it again to extra cover, and there is no run. 108 for 4 after 29 overs. So, Ray Phillip, yes, I was making the point that it's really down to Darren Sammy. Shai have stated it clearly that he wants to bat at number 4. And as the captain of the team, you understand that you are going to want to give the captain his wish, because it is not it's not a dictatorship. But when is it time that Darren Sammy said, Sheo, your numbers are much better open in the innings, I know your preference is at 4, but your numbers are better open in the innings. So as the coach, I am pulling rank because I'm the highest ranking officer in this thing right now. And so I'm asking you to go to the top of the order. Does Sammy take that approach? Round the wicket and Chase just sticking it over nicely, he plays it down to long on for another singer. So after that after that initial stage of his innings when he were just poking at the ball and not allowing the ball to come to him. I don't know if the word went out, but now he's really allowing it to come to him and he's picking the gap now. Let's see now. Asalanga around the wicket to Rutherford, he blocks. And he blocks. And he blocks. Yes, he did throw his wicket again, Gerard. Gerard Mead, good morning to you, man. It's approaching midday now in England. It's a pleasure having you here. Asalanga round the wicket to Rutherford, and he blocks. And he blocks. Carty dismissal is a typical example of lack of situational awareness. Absolutely. And Asalanga bowls to Rutherford, who swings bottom edge down towards fine leg. They got for 1. They'll come back for 2. The score moves up now to 111 for 4 after 29.5 overs. Now, 29 from 52 deliveries. There's what I have to say to that is there's batting and there's batting. If you understand what I mean. Asalanga to Rutherford, and he pulls this away through mid-wicket, down towards the mid-wicket boundary for 4, 115 for 4 after 30 overs. So, all right, let us not frustrate ourselves. Let us not frustrate ourselves. Let us come to the conclusion that Rutherford is going to either block or swing. So let's not frustrate ourselves. Let's hope for the best. So when he blocks it, please, let us just understand and just hope for the best. I'm trying to look for the phrase that is coming to me, that you can't use basket carry water, but I that probably is not the right phrase. Let us don't think that Rutherford can just knock it around and run 1s and 2s. He's either going to block or swing. The sky is getting very dark. Asaranga over the wicket, bowls to Chase, who whip this down to the field and the mid-wicket boundary. Another singer, 116 now for 4. It would be interesting to know if the last 6 deliveries that Chase faced, if they have all been singers, and that is important to me because that is what we want. And Gerard Mead, all 4 batsmen was a breakdown of techniques. Brandon King, Shai Hope, it's a breakdown of techniques, and I think that situation awareness, Alec Atanase and Casey Carty. Brandon King is probably bordering on 50-50 or 30 without loss, I think, and he he swung across the line of one. You could say that he wanted to up the momentum, but it was a poor shot. He didn't look at the ball all the way, and it was. When Brandon King got out, it jolted me. I was so disappointed. But you're right, Gerard Mead. Lack of situation awareness for two of the batsmen and probably 50-50 for Brandon King. As Chase looked to sweep that one, as I said, that Chase is getting a single off his last 6 deliveries. He swept at that one, taken on the pad outside the line of the half stump and just broke the sequence. Wow, Chase. Come on, Chase. Probably a commentator's curse, is it? Asaranga comes in bows to Chase and he played this into the onside. For another singer, the score moves up to 118 for 4. So Chase have scored 7 off his last 8 deliveries. You know, and that is very, very good. For the first 5 or 6 deliveries, he was at C. But then now he has scored 7 off his last 8 deliveries. Asaranga bows to Rutherford, who has that one turn into him, looking for the big shot, but nonetheless force it down to the field and a mid-wicket boundary for another singer. He moves up now to 35 from 56 deliveries, 119 for 4 after 31. If we can't get to a score in excess of 300, I don't believe we stand a chance of victory. Not many persons will disagree with you, Patrick Lambert. Yes, 300. I don't know if we quite have to get up to 300, but not many persons is going to disagree with you. Mr. Cricket Forum, Carty, Alec, Eva King place should be questioned after this series. Only in West Indies cricket, players fail over and over and still get selected. Asaranga bows to Rutherford and he hit this in the here. Let's see, the fielder coming around, can't get there, and they will come back for 2, certainly, shouldn't they? Yes. So Rutherford moves up to 37. The score is 121 for 4 after 31.1 over. So I don't have a problem with that. As I said, Rutherford, we should just hope for the best with Rutherford. Bows to Rutherford and he played this out to the man at backward point and there is no run. So just let's hope for the best. Kirkhamute, everyone is entitled to the. What's the rationale though? Round the wicket comes Asaranga, bows to Rutherford, looks to pull bottom edge onto his foot to the field that slip, and there is no run. So you think that King, Carty, and Alec places? I don't understand Kirkhamute. I don't understand because you know why? You know what? 122 for 4. Rutherford gets another single. He's up to 38 from 60 deliveries. Your argument is flaw, Kirkhamute. Is flaw. Is full flaw. Asaranga bowls to Chase, who eases this down to long on for another single as Chase continues to tick it over. He just continued to tick it over. Good from Chase. 8 from 15. But those 8 runs came off the last 9 deliveries. So that's good. Just ticking it over. Lanka comes in, bows to Rutherford, and he swings this high in the air. Let's see it gone all the way into the stand for 6. He moves up now to 44 from 61 deliveries. The score is 129 for 4 at the end of over number 32. As I said, wish him luck and just, wish him luck and just don't frustrate yourself. Just enjoy it and hope that he pulls off some stroke. So, Kirkhamute, in the last 4 one-day international that the West Indies have played, Casey Carty have accumulated more runs than any other one of our batsmen. Any other one. I think he has scored about, how many he made today? As Asaranga comes in, bowls to chase, and he swept this away, down backward of square leg into the boundary for 4. Lovely shot by Ruston Chase. The score moves up to 133 for 4. But he is, I don't remember how many Carty made today. Somebody, but he, from the last 4 one-day international innings, as Asaranga bowls to Chase, who played this to backward point, and there is no run as Asaranga pull back the length and the leg break, turn across the right-hander. He played it to the man at backward point, and there is no run. So how do you want to drop the leading batsman in the team for the last 4 one-day international? Asaranga bowls to Chase on the front foot, played it back to the bowler on the bounce, and there is no run. So come Chase, although you hit the 4, I don't want, because you hit the 4, you're not still picking the gap, man. That's bowl to Chase, and yes, he heaves this down to long off for the single. That's what I want. So although you hit the 4, still pick the gap and pick up the singles. You know, that's what I want from you, Chase. I accept that Rutherford is either going to block or swing. I accept that. I just hope it comes off, you know, and just wish the best. But for you, Chase, we want you to turn it over. So Kirkham, you explain that to me. All right. And that's why I always said, Asaranga comes in, bowls to Rutherford, he blocks. That's okay. 134 for 4. He can't frustrate me anymore because I know he's either going to block or swing. So, and I just hope that when he swings, it comes off. So 46. 44, he hits. Asaranga comes into Rutherford and he hit this in the air, down towards the cover boundary. The fielder moves to his left field, sends a return in the second and 1. The score moves up to 135 for 4 after 33 overs. And that's why I always said, don't analyze name, analyze performances. You want the leading West Indies batsman in the last 4 T20 internationals to be dropped. Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. What a true lack of mental strength. That is indeed a poor wicket to lose. Well said. Well said, Lou Prudent. I can't add anything to that. In a situation like this, as captain, I would have sent in either Moti or Alzari to break the shackles. All right, Gerard Mead. Okay, that is how you would have done it. I think we and he pulls this. That's Rutherford high over the boundary for 6. Well played, Rutherford. 51. That's an half century. 51 from 64 deliveries. Well played, Rutherford. 141 for 4. Well played. 51 from 64 deliveries. You know, they said that batting is about making runs. When it comes down to it, you know, that's it, you know. Batting is about making runs. And he's doing it his way. Asaranga bowls to Rutherford and he drives this down to long on for a singer. He moves up to 52 from 65 deliveries. 142 for 4. Batting is about making runs. So, you know, once you reach that comfort zone when you understand that Rutherford approach is block or hit, and you wish him the best, and he's on 52, so batting is about making runs. You can't say anything about that. Asaranga bowls to Chase, who reverse sweep this down to backward point, diving effort into the boundary for 4. Lovely shot there by Chase. He moves up now to 17. West Indies 146 for 4 after 33.3 overs. And it appears that the rain is coming now, you know, because the ground staff is really now getting together. Yes, so Gerard Mead, as I'm saying that you would have done it that way, that would not have been the way I'd have done it. I would have definitely sent Chase as he whipped this away through mid-wicket. straight to the fielder on the boundary for another single, 147 for 4. And that is what I'm saying about Chase. 18 from 21 deliveries now. You got the 4, just don't block the next 2 delivery. Work it away and get the single, and I love that. Well done. Different approach from Rutherford. I'm comfortable with it. Lanka bowls to Rutherford off the back foot, blocks it. Michael Douglas is saying Lanka should not be going at 3 runs and over. No way should he be going. Although it's up now to, let's see, let's watch this delivery. Bowl to Rutherford, and he whipped this away over the man at short, mid-wicket down to the boundary for 4. 151 now for 4. Rutherford is on 56. But it's probably a long time ago you made this post. You made this post, wow, 16 minutes ago. Sorry, Michael Douglas, because he has gone for 5.6. So he's 56 off his 10 overs, 5.6. The rain is coming. So that I'm way behind. So let me run through some of the comments quickly. Rommel Watkins, good morning to you. What a good score on this dust bowl. Are we making it look harder than it should be? Yes, we are doing so. I think 280. I think Patrick Lambert said 300. I think 280, 270. We have a chance. Patrick Lambert is saying, I thought the men would have taken some motivation and confidence from the women performances against England. Patrick Lambert, you're probably asking too much. Which one of these men would go through what Stephanie Taylor goes through? You know? Forward by Chase. Good delivery there by Asaranga. Is it Asaranga? Yeah, no, Van der Sey. Sorry, Van der Sey. The average safe scores in ODIs are 280 plus, thanks to T20. I don't agree. Reverse sweep again through the offside this time. It didn't go backward of square leg. 152 for 4 now. Chase moves up to 19 from 23 deliveries. I wouldn't. There's no safe national patriot. I understand what you're saying, but my view on it that there's no safe score in cricket nowadays. No safe score, none. Van der Sey bowls to Rutherford, and he looks to use some dexterity there and paddle this one away, but there's a short fine leg in place. Oh, was Shepherd looking to reverse sweep that over short fine? Not reverse sweep, but to sweep it over fine leg and misses. He's moving around the crease and hit this in the air, over cover. Lovely shot. Oh, what a shot by Shepherd, inside out, down to the boundary for 4. That's the shot I was saying that Casey Carty should play. Lovely shot by Rutherford. 156 for 4. Just enjoy it while it lasts. Don't worry about it. Enjoy it while it lasts. This is his way of playing. Enjoy it while it lasts. And just, 56 for 4. 156 for 4. Envoy saying, the cricket forum, what would be a good score on this pitch in your opinion? 280, 290. I don't understand that. And he's hit this away, down towards long on. Rutherford is on the charge now. They go through for a single. He got that off the inner portion of the bat, and there is no run. National Patriot, as I tried to explain, I really don't talk about players who are not in the squad. Bowls to Chase, who whipped this through mid-wicket for a single. I do talk about all the players, but in the middle of a series, I concentrate on the players who are in the squad. Michael Douglas is saying, so Gerard Mead is asking for the batters to use the broom some more. Sweep, reverse sweep. Just sweep more often. And that is the approach, as I see, I think Chase is using now as the 50 partnership comes up. So 2 good back-to-back partnership involving Rutherford. You know, he's doing it his way. 61 from 70 deliveries. He's doing it his way. So Kirk is saying, Mr. Cricket Forum, I see Moti batting has improved, even Walsh, but Alzari batting has fallen away badly. All right. Appreciate that observation. Let's check the numbers, Mikel, and tell me if what's the latest on Alzari batting. What a magnificent shot by Ruston Chase. Is that Fernando? Fernando, the fast bowler, replaced Asalanga. He pitched up, and there's an extra cover, and there is a mid-off, and they were very close. And Chase played it to the right of the extra cover and to the left of mid-off. The extra cover dived to his right, the mid-off dived to his left, and none of them could stop it. A magnificent half drive by Ruston Chase. That must be the shot of the match so far. He just came on his front foot and he struck it sweetly in the gap. He played this one away down to third man for another single, 163 for 4. Chase is on 25 from 26. You know, what a shot. Oh, magnificent. You don't run for those, Chase. He spoiled it by moving. It must be the shot of the match. And you remember earlier I was saying just play the ball in the gap and just run. And all of a sudden, Chase is a runner ball. Because although he never scored off the first 5-6 deliveries, those 4 deliveries are going to come. So once you're ticking it over, just playing it in the gap and running the singles. Don't worry about it. Just get the singles. Limit the dot balls, as we always say. Fernando bowls to Rutherford, drives through to the keeper, loud appeal, not out, said the umpire. What will they do? He flashes at that one outside the off stump. They're going to review it, so let me run through some of the comment. Yeah, what a knock from Rutherford. Yes, he done it his way. Mr. Casanova is saying, okay, Rutherford, keep going. You start at 0 again and make another 50. Yes, well, yes, let's hope so. As they're reviewing this one, the keeper is confident that he nicked it. Chase had some words recently and never backed them up. Let's watch. It passed the bat by a mile. Chase had some words recently and never backed them up. Now is his chance. Okay, let's see. So let's watch this. I think it was far from the bat. It passed the bat by a mile. Well done, umpire. Well done. Good decision. You know, wicket keeper, man. Who is that? Is Kusal Mendes the wicket keeper? Kirk Amudi said that, yes, Carty always look good at the wicket, but he threw his wicket away time after time before making a 50. Yeah, I agree with you, but it still remains the fact that he has been West Indies' most prolific batsman in the last 4 one-day internationals. So it frustrates all of us. All of us are frustrated, of course, that Carty keeps getting out in the 30s after looking comfortable at the crease. Keep outing himself. You know, all of us are frustrated. Bowled by Shepherd. Ball to Shepherd, who banged this to the fielder at mid-on. They go through for a single. He's on 62 from 72 deliveries. 164 for 4. Yes, but Kirk Amud, how do you drop your most? You don't drop your most prolific batsman because of frustration. You try and work on him and hope that he understands. You give him. You try to build up his mental strength. You let him probably play some chess or something like that. Over the wicket comes Asaranga, bowls to Chase, look to turn this into the onside, taken on the pad, and there is no run. So you let him play some chess or things like that and build up his concentration. One of our strategic approach is that we are too predictable. But it wouldn't be strategic, Gerard Mead, if we are predictable. Mikel Legas, rain is coming. They have to up the run rate. Duckworth Lewis turn could come into effect and we lose overs. Yes. Philip Dubois said, good morning. I believe at least 290 to 300 is a better chance because in the T20, Sri Lanka team got some form. And they have some form from the test too. Fernando bowled to Chase, who is solid in defense and played it back down the onside of the pitch to the ball over field. 164 for 4 after 36 overs. Rutherford is on 62. I think the sky begins to clear up now. Don't you think so? From that wide picture to me, or yes, the sky look like it's clearing up. Definitely. These guys want all the players to be replaced, but who do we replace them with? Magnificent question, Mr. Casanova. Yeah, Kirk, tell us who do we replace them with? We need to know who do we replace them with, Mr. Casanova. Is Kamundu in the Sri Lankan playing 11? Yes, so who do we replace them? 164 for 4 after 36 overs. So they're going to probably use Kamindu Mendes to bowl some overs also because, I think so. Rutherford is on 62. A very good question, Mr. Casanova. Very, very good question. So the batsmen to out is that Ali Catanese made 10, Brandon King 14, Carty 37, and Shai Hope 5. So this is Shai Hope, and it's a concern to me because this is the 5th innings that Shai Hope has failed. And bowl to Rutherford who turned this into the onside and there is no run. The score remains at 164 for 4. And I think the score keep coming down and down because, and so it's a little concern to me. Rutherford gave himself room, swings at this one, bottom edge past the keeper. Work for this first slip. It's running very close to the boundary. They're gone for 1 and they will come back for 2. Rutherford moves up to 64. The score is 166 for 4. I told you, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, man. This is just enjoy it. Just enjoy it and comfort yourself that he's going to block or swing. And just let us hope that it comes off. Balls to Rutherford, who drive. Oh, lovely Rutherford. Rutherford is saying that, and he just strokes it down to long on for a single. It was a full toss nonetheless. Probably he should have hit it out of the ground, but nonetheless, he just stroked it down. He just stroke it down to long on for a single. Mr. Casanova is saying, I will read that after this delivery. Van der Sey comes in. The right arm leg spinner bowls to Chase, who drives down to long off for another single. 168 now for 4. Rutherford on 65 comes back into strike. In an over, push us up to 277. 10 and over 300. How much runs do we want to put up though? 8 and over. Yes, Mr. Castellano. I realized that something was missing. Thank you. 168 for 4. Will Simmons is saying we should try to get 200 by 40 overs and then take it from there. So you're saying that we should go at 10 and over for the next. It would be good, but Rutherford would have to cut loose. It would be good, but I don't think we'll go at 10 and over. But with Rutherford there, you cannot tell. Van der Sey bowls to Rutherford, who plays this to mid-wicket, and there is no run. Has Rutherford gone back in his shell? Credit to Rutherford in both formats since the last year. All his 50s have come in pressure situation after we lose too many wickets. Well said, Mikel. Van der Sey bowls to Rutherford and he drives down to long on for a singer. And the score goes up now to 169 for 4. At the World Cup after the match in Trinidad, at the press conference, I said to Rutherford, how much that innings in Australia between you and Russell, how much of that innings, how much of, I don't remember the question, but I think the gist of what I was asking him, how much did he take away from that innings that allowed him to play that innings against New Zealand? And he replied by saying that that was the exact thing that was going through his mind. What he did in Australia and that helped him through that innings in Trinidad. I did ask him at the press conference after the match, and he said yes, that he has been carried that innings with him. He has stored that innings in his memory bank, and he has been carrying it with him. So good to see. So Fernando comes in now, bowls to Rutherford, shot on the hop, over cover, lovely shot, down to the boundary for 4. What a shot by Rutherford. He moves up now to 70 from 78 deliveries. Wow, 173 for 4 after 37.1 overs. And so Coretta Singh, yes. Instead of supporting the players, why are some people bashing them? People, let's support our players. Well said, Coretta. I don't have an issue, Coretta, with someone pointing out, because I do that. Atane should not have chipped to a ball outside his half stump. Brandon King didn't watch the ball carefully. Shai never lead with his head. Carty just give it away. I don't have a problem with persons saying those things. Another quick singer by Rutherford. He moves up now to 71 from 79 deliveries, 173 for 4. I don't mind that type of criticism. But when you're going to say, for example, that Carty should be dropped, our most productive batsman in the last 40 one-day international, I don't understand that. Andre Billy is saying, shocked to see Lewis not playing. And while Walsh is ahead of Ford, Sri Lanka is not afraid of spin. Play to our strength. All right, I'm going to go through one by one. Ball short, pull, misses, wide should signal, 175 for 4 after 37.2 overs. The Chase got a knock onto that. He looked suspicious, Chase looked very suspicious there. The replay will be interesting. Shocked to see Lewis not playing. If Lewis was going to play Andre Billy, it would have been instead of Rutherford. It's only Rutherford that he could have replaced in that top 6. And Rutherford is on 71, so you have to give the coaching staff and the team leadership credit for playing Rutherford instead of Lewis. Over the wicket, bowls to Chase. He pulls this down to backward of square leg for a single. It's now 176 for 4. So it is like a domino game, and persons are watching you, and you win the game, and they are saying that they want to play it that way. We can't look at it that way, Andre Billy. Yeah, this is the replay, because I just think that Chase looked a little suspicious there. No, nothing. Oh, well done, Chase. I think he was trying to put off the Sri Lankans for them to review it. Well done, Chase. Love the body language. So that take care of that. Walsh is either 4. Then I can't. You are entitled to expressing your opinion. I did pick Walsh in my playing 11. So I would have picked Walsh, and the team management think that we did the right thing to pick. Think the team management agree with what I said, as Rutherford turned that away for another single, 177 for 4. So, but again, you're entitled to your opinion. So no issues there. Different opinions. Sri Lanka is not afraid of spin. Play to our strength. But what are our strength? Please explain our strength. I don't know. Peter Goff is saying, Mr. Dependable Rastan Chase. Yes. Frank Lambert is saying, Carlton, you are. Could you explain further? As Fernando bowls to chase, ducked out a Yorker, down to mid-on, goes through for a quick singer. The return comes in, backed up though in the onside, and the score moves up now to 178 for 4 after 37.5 overs. He would not have played ahead of Athanaze in this match. No matter what you have in your mind, or no matter what you conceptualize, he would not have played ahead of Athanaze in this match. No way. He would not have played. The only person who would have played ahead of in this match would have been Rutherford. So, what we conceptualize in our mind, Andre Billy, is different from the reality, This one is played away by Rutherford down towards the cover boundary. They're gone for 1. They will come back for 2. The score now 180 for 4. So, Andre Billy, he's asking the bowlers to run off, the batsmen to run off the pitch. Lovely. So Andre Billy, I don't know, but he would never gonna play. I don't understand why you would have selected Evan Lewis ahead of Athanaze. That was never going to happen, and it was never going to happen. Nonetheless, I have Evan Lewis in my team, but I did not have Shepherd, Rutherford in it. I have Evan Lewis, but there was no way that Athanaze was going to be dropped. So West Indies looking to recover here now. 180 for 4 after 38 overs. This partnership between Rutherford and Chase is 80 of 76 deliveries, so it's not bad. One moment, please. So that was the drinks break. So the drinks break is 180 for 4, 12 overs remaining. Wow, and it looks like I will. At the start, I never knew I could do the 50 overs, but it looks like I'm going to do it. 12 overs remaining. I am still not feeling tired as yet, so hopefully I can just. And what I did, I tried to pace myself. You know that on most I usually commentate with more energy. But what I did this morning, because it was a 50 over match, I tried to pace myself and just try to balance. Yes, Billy. Yeah. Morning, Jenks, Karen, Fritz, and the Cricket Forum family. Been away for a while, had a little baby girl. Congratulations, Karen. Congratulations, man. Listen live while headed to church. I'm so proud of you, Karen Fritz. Congratulations. Nice. Congratulations to you and your spouse. Driven down the ground by Chase, dead straight down to long on for 4. And have a wonderful day at church, Karen Fritz. You know, I have goosebumps, Karen Fritz. Really nice. What's her name? What's her name, Karen Fritz? It's a pleasure, man. Really, have a wonderful day at church. Mr. Casanova said, I would have played Evan Lewis over Atanase. Atanase need to go work on his batting. And again, just like Andre Billy, I don't have an issue with you expressing yourself, you know, Mr. Casanova, and saying that you would have played. But I know that Atanase was going to play. I know that they were going to play. Atanase, well, Hope is the captain. Let's see. King, Atanase, Carty, because I did selected my team. King, Atanase, Carty. I'm going to show you something here. Those highlighted names were the ones who I thought that will be sure pick. As you see, I leave out Rutherford. This highlighted name. Those are the ones that I always believe were going to be sure pick for the game. Well, I got Evan Lewis wrong. And maybe that was a mistake on my part to have Evan Lewis ahead of Rutherford. But I just think they would have gone with Evan Lewis ahead of Rutherford. You know. But these are all, these were my sure pick, the highlighted one. And, you know, the evidence is a good thing that I have it there. But again, I'm saying that I do not have an issue with someone saying that they would play Lewis ahead of Atanase. But based on the run up to this game, it was always, Atanase was always going to play. So rain has come now. Wow, and the covers are coming out. So Atanase was always going to play. So Andre Billy is saying that this was my starting 11. Lewis, King, Carty, Hope, Rutherford, Shai, Shepherd, Motive, Ford, Joseph, Seals. Yeah, but so how many have wrong in this now? 1, 2. So Ford not playing and Lewis not playing. So you have 2 wrong. So that's not a bad effort, Andre Billy. Good effort. That was a good effort. Ronaldo saying, Carlton, I agree. It's okay for you to agree with him, but I know that Atanase was going to play. You know, one of the things I do, Ronaldo 27, I don't analyze name. I analyze performances and look at trends, you know. So I know that Atanase was always going to play, and I would have said it, and as I show you on my, I'd have shown you, you know, because although in Australia he didn't do much, you know, but I always know he was going to play. I know he was going to play. You know, is his game under pressure? Yes, his game is under pressure. He scored from that half century in, was it Trinidad or was it, he scored a half century in either Trinidad or Antigua. I think that one of the match he scored a half century in Antigua, the same time that Shai Hope would have made 100. I think when Shai Hope made that 100, he and Shai Hope had a good partnership. But I know Atanase was going to play. So you agree with Andre Billy, which you're entitled to, but you got it wrong when it comes to Atanase. So Karen is saying, no. Karen Fritz is saying, my daughter name is Daniela Hope Elizabeth Fritz. Thank you, Karen Fritz. Thank you. So well done. We appreciate it. And I know today you're taking her for her blessings and christening, and we hope all of it, and we hope it's a wonderful day. And I know you're going to be a good father for her. Congratulations to you, man, and your spouse for Daniela. We are so happy for you. So happy for you. So very happy for you, man. Congratulations, man. And may she have a long, successful and wonderful life. Fritz, we are happy, very, very happy. So let me go through the scorecard for you. The first to go was Brandon King when West Indies was on 34. He got one from Asaranga, the first delivery of Asaranga's spell, and he swept across it as you would have seen there, and not looking at the ball all the way and lost his stump. It was a reckless shot. For a moment, I could not say anything. It really affected me. King dismissal really affected me. It just shocked me. I was shocked by the shot. Now, Athanaze got one. He just charged down the pitch, and I was making the point that one of the first thing you learn as a batsman, that when you are chipping, make sure that you are in line with the ball if a spinner is bowling, so that if it passes your bat, it doesn't pass your body. That's what one of the first thing I learned about chipping. If it's a fast bowler and the keeper is back, then you can chip, especially in modern contemporary cricket where the strike rate and everything is much quicker. But when it's a spinner, and so I was shocked, and so it was a mental breakdown. Shai was the third batsman to go when the score. Shai went when the score was on 54. It was a breakdown of his technique with the pad out in front of the bat. He was leading with the left foot instead of leading with the head, and as a result, the pad was out in front of the bat, and that was a breakdown of techniques, and the bat, but the head too was away from the body. You could not have drawn that straight line as the head was away from the body, so it was clearly. And then Casey Carty, in his usual customary manner, looking good, was on 37 from 58 deliveries, holding the West Indies innings together. Added 46 runs with Shai and Rutherford, who was blocking. And all of a sudden, he does what he does. He just decided that he was tired. He was not willing to work hard for his runs. And he just think that he became bored. He became bored of batting, tired, lazy, and just popped one to the fielder at long on and walked off with his bat under his hand to go and get his rest. And so he was out with the score on exactly 100. Since then, Shai and Rutherford have scored 74 from 82 deliveries at a strike rate of 90.4, and Chase is at 33 from 33 deliveries. Chase has hit 4 fours, while Rutherford have hit 5 fours and 3 sixes, and both of them have added 85. Carty would have gone with the score on 100. So West Indies here fighting, digging in deep, 185 for 4. So 185 for 4 the score after 38.3 overs as rain has stopped play. So 185 for 4. Rain has stopped play. Patrick Groove is saying, Mr. Four, I'm missing Andre commentary. Would he be on today? I will definitely check it out. I will definitely ask. Mikel, could you check for me if Andre is available to come on, Mikel Douglas? Just please check for me. Joel Andrew is probably even better than Athanaze at this time. Can't agree with that, Mr. Casanova. Can't agree with that. I do not agree with that. You know that I'm going to. You know that we have a young batsman, a young teenager batsman in the West Indies, who, in my opinion, is better than Joel Andrew. I just can't remember the name. He is a wicket-keeper batsman from Barbados. I can't remember his name. He scored the most runs at the Under-19 tournament earlier this year. Can't remember his name. To me, he looks more organized. He looks more balanced at the crease. He's a very good wicket-keeper too. Not taking away anything from Joel Andrew. I congratulated him on his selection. I told him that he should go to Sri Lanka and enjoy himself and don't don't stress it out. Don't worry about it. I did told him that. So not taking away anything from him, but I'm giving my opinion. And I also don't think that Joel Anjo will play ahead of Athanaze, and especially on this tour. It will be shocking. I don't see it happening. Just expressing my views. Kirk Amud is saying, good morning, Ronaldo 27, my friend. Big up. You need to do a video on the ODI team selection. Michael Douglas said, need to the rain to go away quickly. That I agree with Mr. Casanova, that Athanaze has become too comfortable. He needs to be reminded his place in the team isn't safe. Surely. I agree with that. And I don't even sure if I will pick him for the second one-day international. Right now, his game is definitely in some trouble. And I am not adverse to bringing in Evan Lewis for the second one-day international. I'm not adverse to do that, to bring him in for Athanaze. I'm clear they're not adverse to do that, certainly. But leading up to this match, I know that he was going to be in the playing 11. So Kirk Amud is saying that he totally agree with you, Mr. Casanova. No problem there. Yeah, Andrew will have his time, said Karen Fritz, and be tried and tested, but I can't say he's better until he make his debut. Very balanced start there, Fritz. Very balanced start, in my opinion. So Kirk Amud is talking about a player who is not in the 50. No, it's not Jordan Johnson. Jordan Johnson never did so well at the under-19 tournament that ends this year. I think he made 1 century, but apart from that, he never done so well. And Jordan Johnson is from Jamaica, but there's a left-handed young man, and he's good enough from Barbados. I hope there's a Barbadian in the chat can tell me his name, but his name is slipping me at this time. But then again, how many of us followed youth cricket? Is that I followed the cricket all over. That's the difference. That's the difference between me. I saw that some persons they don't follow the cricket, as much as I do. I do this, one of the fascinating things I always look at is that the female team, because persons don't follow the female cricket, they're always asking which country the player is from. And I'm not going to tell them. It's a West Indies team. That's my position. I want to thank you for being here. Yes, SOS Music, you were here from early this morning. You're the first one here this morning, SOS Music. And I'm glad to know that you're still here, whether you have joined and rejoined, Yeah, yes. And so I appreciate it, SOS Music Label. You have been the first one that was here from this morning, and I appreciate it. So the rain delay, nothing on it. Nothing on it. So West Indies recovered nicely. 185 for 4. And Mr. Casanova said Jordan Johnson from Jamaica. Yeah, he currently playing in the 50 over league in Jamaica. Yes, he made 100 last week. He made a century last weekend, and the match yesterday was washed out. He made a half century. So Jordan Johnson would have made 100 last week, and he made a half century yesterday. But the match yesterday between Lucas, it was a semi-final between Lucas and St. Elizabeth. I think Lucas made 240 all out, and St. Elizabeth never started their reply. The match was washed out. Jordan Johnson made a half century. No, Andre Billy Stephen Pascal is not from Barbados. He's from down the islands. Which one of them? I don't remember which one of the islands, but he's from there. 7:44 Sunday morning. All right, thank you everyone for being here. If the rain stop, I will come back for the Sri Lankan innings. I don't think I'll come back for the West Indies innings. I don't think so. Thank you for everyone for being here. Please remember to slash a like on the video. We need to get up to 17,700 by the end of the day's play today. And so thank you. And Fritz, have a wonderful day at church, Karen Fritz. Big blessings to you and your spouse. I really appreciate that. And you telling us about your baby and welcome her. We welcome her. And have a wonderful day at church, man. Good. All the best to everyone. Take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones. I will see you at the start of the Sri Lankan innings or some way through in the Sri Lankan innings. I will not be back for the rest of the West Indies innings. See you then.